Hey, it's Dwayne.
And Gerrick.
And this is episode 9 of Trading for Kids, teaching kids about money. And this one is called Giant Gains. Why? Because we made some moves this week and we made some pretty good gains. In fact, we made some giant gains in the short time frame that we made them. And we're going to go looking for more today. But first, the first thing we needed you to do is
smash that like button
and subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button, subscribe to our channel. It helps us out, and we greatly appreciate you all for doing that. Now, what we do is we teach kids and adults. We have a lot of adults that follow us. In fact, they're seeing how easy this is to do. Gerrick, how old are you?
8.
He's 8 and he's doing it. And if it's so easy for him to do it, I guarantee you can do it too if you're an adult and following along with us. But, these videos, they're designed for kids. We teach kids how to trade, and we really just simplify it. And so what we do is we teach kids biblical principles through money, believe it or not. You can learn a lot in the markets. You can learn discipline. You can learn about the power of one. That's the risk management strategy we use in both the markets and life. And what is the power of one?
God's power.
It's God's power. So we teach some pretty important lessons in these episodes. What we did was we went ahead, we set Gerrick up with $100 in his CashApp account. Yes, you can trade stocks right from CashApp. It's that easy. And if you're outside the US, there's other applications you can use to trade stocks, Interactive Brokers, to Revolut, to whatever country you're in. You can Google it and you can find an application that will allow you to easily trade along with us. So we started Gerrick out with $100 in his account, and each week he gets $10 added to it for doing what?
Chores.
For doing his chores. He gets $10. So he's trading his allowance. He's learning to manage his risk, trade his allowance, compound his money, and he's actually doing quite well. In fact, if once you see the numbers he's doing, if you're new, you'll be shocked at how he's doing. I'm telling you, you will be shocked because there is no bank on planet Earth that will pay anywhere close to what he's been performing on his account. By the way, we're going to show you the gains that we made this week and the stocks that we closed out. But if you want to follow the moves we make during the week, you need to join our Facebook group. It's called Trading with G. And if you're a kid and you don't have a Facebook group, have your parents join our Facebook group. It is called Trading with G. And any moves we make during the week, any buys that we make or any sells, we post those in that group. So you can get them before these episodes air each Sunday. So with that, let's go trade. How about that? You ready to go trade? High five. Let's go trade. All right. Now, when you come into CashApp, your screen's going to look like this. And in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to see a dollar amount. That's the money in your account. Gerrick's says $98. Now, he actually has much, much more than $98. He has some money in the market, and he also has some money on some buy orders as well. But it's going to show your available balance that you currently have that you can spend or do trades with or do whatever you want with. So we're going to click on that money. Go ahead and click on that money. And you're going to see a screen that looks like this. Go ahead and click stocks. You're going to see savings, Bitcoin, taxes, and stocks. Go ahead and click stocks. Now, if you're new to trading along with us and you've never bought a stock in CashApp, your screen's going to look a little different than ours. But once you make your very first trade, your screen will look much like ours. You'll see the list of your stocks that you own and all those good things. So we're going to take a look at Gerrick's account. If you've been following along, you probably noticed our account is a little bare compared to what it was last week. And that's because we sold 3 of our stocks for a really good profit. We actually sold them for a really good profit. Should we show them the profit? Let's show them what we did on our stocks that we sold this past week.
We sold you Power, Restaurant Brands International, and Rent the Runway.
Yep. We sold U-Power. No, we didn't sell U-Power this week. We sold that weeks ago. We sold Restaurant Brands International, Rent the Runway.
Hey, wait.
And
Ford
Motor Company. First thing we sold Rent the Runway on, I believe we sold this on Thursday. So if we click Rent the Runway, we're going to look to see what we made on it. We bought the stock twice for $9.18.
Mm-hmm.
So we had $18.36 in it.
We canceled 2 of them on June 10th.
We closed it for $20.05, and we made a 9.2% profit on Rent the Runway, right? 9.2%. We made that in a week. We bought it. It went down some more. We bought it again. It went up, and we sold it for a 9.2% profit. And then it actually came all the way back down. So it may be one that we're looking to get back into and buy some more of. That was the first one that we sold. What was the second one that we sold? We sold Restaurant Brands International, right?
Mm-hmm.
We sold Restaurant Brands International. And if we look at that, we had in the trade, we bought it for $9 and we sold it for how much?
$9.92.
$9.92. So we made over 10% profit on Restaurant Brands International in a matter of weeks.
And I think we should sell Virgin Galactic Holdings because it went up a lot.
You think we should sell it? We'll take a look at it here in a second. Virgin Galactic, we went galactic a few weeks ago and it has been doing very well for us, but we will talk about that here in just a second. Let's show the last one that we sold. So we made 9.2% profit on Rent the Runway, over 10% profit on Restaurant Brands International, and on Ford. If we look, we had a sell order on this, if you guys remember right. And it actually hit our sell order. And once we saw it hit that sell order, we went ahead and we said, look, this could come back down a little. It may or may not, but we're in profit. So let's just go ahead and sell the rest. We've made a really good profit. If we look, we came into Ford for how much? $9. We bought it again for another $9. So we had $18 in the trade. We earned a dividend, 11 cents while we were in the stock. We earned 11 cents on $9. We earned a dividend while we were in the stock. What's a dividend?
It's an entry reward.
Some companies pay dividends. They actually pay a percentage of their profits back to the investors who hold their stock, and Ford is one of those. So we had $18 in the trade, and we closed it for what's 1071 plus 1061. It hit our buy order. It sold half, and we went ahead and sold the other half. So if we look at what that total dollar amount was, 10.61 plus 10.71. We sold it for $21.32. And we made on Ford 18.44% profit on the entire trade. 18.44%, and we made that in a very short amount of time. We made that in what? A matter of weeks, right? We made that in a matter of weeks. That's pretty good to get 18% profit in literally less than 2 months. So let's go back and so those were our sales, but let's go take a look at what we currently hold and let's look to see if there's anything we're going to be buying as well. So if we go back out here, we're going to go back out to our stocks, and Gerrick's certainly excited. His account is he has how much in the market right now?
55.80.
$55.80. It's worth
$62.32.
$62.32. And right now, he's plus $6.50. He's actually up 11.68% on his current trades that he's holding. And Gerrick's really excited about which one? Virgin Galactic. Why? Because Virgin Galactic went way up. Let's click on Virgin Galactic and show it to him. Virgin Galactic.
We had $18 invested, and we have $50.31.
We have $5.31.
$5.31. And that's how up we are.
Yeah, exactly. So we have $18 in the stock. We bought it with 9% of our balance at the time because we started with $100. 9% of $100 is $9. So we bought it with $9 and then we bought it again. We bought it a second time. So we bought it twice. We're up $5.31 on it. And we're up almost 30%. We're up 29.5% on Virgin Galactic in a matter of about what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 weeks. That's what we're up on Virgin Galactic. Pretty incredible. And Gerrick says, I think we should sell this one. You know what? Normally I would say you're right, but I think Virgin Galactic is going to go much higher. And I'm going to show that to you. If we look at the day chart, look, it was up 16.5% on Friday. In fact, at one point during the day, it was up over 40% on the day. But it shot up there, it came back down, and it was still up 16.5% on Friday. For the week, it was up over 17%. But let's look at this chart. And I think this looks really interesting. We said that we think that this is going to go to around $7.40. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I said, I think this is going to eventually break out all the way up to here. You see this spike here? The spike right here?
Mm-hmm.
I think we can actually see it, that's at $6.81, but I think we could see it go up to this little notch. See this little notch right there as I scroll over?
Mm-hmm.
You barely can see it, but this little notch right there is $7.40. And I think that if this breaks out even bigger, there's a really good chance that this is going to around $7, $6 to $7 here very soon. And we can see that in the chart. But if we look at it, we'll know, if you notice, it went way up and then it came back down about halfway. Do you see that? See how it came? See that big up right there?
Mm-hmm.
Went way up. If we look where it is right now, it's kind of bouncing off of this peak. Do you see that? This peak right here, Gerrick? See how it's bouncing off of that peak?
Mm-hmm.
It's came down and it's hit that. This could fly back up to $7.40, or we could see this spike down real quick all the way back down to here. See this little peak over here? we could see this spike down to $3.49, right around there. It is possible. A lot of times when you see this setup, it'll come back down, it'll go up a little bit, and it'll spike down, and then it'll spike back up. I'm going to actually show this one on my computer screen. Virgin Galactic, if I share my screen, its stock ticker symbol is SPCE, kind of like space. Virgin Galactic does space tourism. They are just getting ready to do their first commercial flights where people pay to actually go up into outer space for a few minutes. So it certainly looks promising. People are paying a lot of money just to have a taste of being able to see outer space. But if we look at this on a day chart, we can kind of see where it's starting to break out. See where it's came down and it's went up and it's breaking out here. See where it's shot up here, and now it's coming back down. We're going to see if this taps this area and shoots right back up. There's a chance that this does. But if it doesn't, I want to show you something really cool.
It says Virgin Galactic to launch commercial
Right
space
here.
tourism service with late June flight.
But if it doesn't go up, you have something called the general consensus wave, okay? What the general consensus wave is, and that's my term for it. You know, I develop a lot of my own terms in trading, but you're going to see this one drive up, one drive down, second drive up, and the second drive down always comes lower than the first drive. And a lot of times it'll come lower, it'll come up a little bit, it'll slam back down one more time, and then it'll rocket up. You see this all the time. And if we look at this general consensus wave, right here, we could see a drive up, we could see a drive down, a second drive up that's higher than the first drive. And if we wanted to come lower than this point, maybe we come down in here, come up a little bit, we slam down and slam back up. It is a possibility that this could come back down right here on this little peak down here. And if we look at what that price is, you're going to look right up here while I'm doing this where it says high. Okay. We're going to look at that candlestick where it says H. H stands for high. If we look at where that is, what does that say?
It says 3.53.
$3.53, right around there. Okay. $3.53. Now, if we go back and look at your iPad, you can actually see that spot. Go ahead and share your screen. You can actually see that spot much better on your iPad. You can actually see that spot. If you look at the 1 month chart, look at this. See how this is the drive up that I was talking about on my chart? This whole thing was the drive up. That's one drive up. It came down right here. This is the second drive up. And now if it comes down, the second drive down will be lower than the first one. Do you see that here, Gerrick?
Mm-hmm.
Look here. So if we're lower than $4.06, if we look all the way back down here, see this peak right over here?
Mm-hmm.
This little peak, that's what we're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
What's that say it is?
$3.37.
$3.37. Actually, there's a little peak right here that's a little higher. And it says $3.47, right? Well, we just looked, on my chart, it showed $3.53. Those all line up. Those are all really, really close. So why don't we set a buy down here on Virgin Galactic? That if it comes down to $3.55, we're going to buy more. Does that sound like a plan?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are we buying this in? We're buying it in $9 increments, right? So we want to set it to buy another $9 worth. If it comes to $3.55, go ahead and hit the buy button and change order type, custom purchase order, and we're going to pull that down to
three what?
355 is what we said, right? 355.
354, 53.
355. Hit set and go ahead and hit
Three dots.
the three dots and hit $9 and hit next. 90 days. We can always cancel this order out if we want to. Hit confirm. And let's see what it says. Cool. Your custom purchase order has been set. Buy $9 of Virgin Galactic if it hits $3.55. Okay. Hit done. So we're looking at Virgin Galactic. We're looking for it to possibly go up here to around $6 to $7. But, you know, it looks like it's breaking out. And considering all the news that they just had their last test flight and it was very successful, and they're getting ready to do space tourism, I think it's a pretty good buy. I think we've really reached the bottom on the all chart. I mean, if you look at it, I think this is just an exceptional area. It looks like we're getting ready to break out pretty big. So we're going to hold Virgin Galactic. How does that sound? Does that sound good? We're going to hold Virgin Galactic, and even if it does spike back down to where we bought it, we're just going to go ahead and buy more. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next stock. What's our next stock?
Zoom Video Communications.
Zoom Video Communications. We are looking really good in Zoom. If we look at Zoom, we have $18 invested.
And we're up $1.41.
We're up how much? What percent?
We're up, what percent?
What percent are we up?
We're up $7.
7.83%.
Yes.
7.83%. That's pretty good. We actually came into Zoom with $9 and we bought it twice. We came in with $9 and we bought another $9 on the way down. And right now we're in profit with Zoom. I think Zoom looks good. You know, if we look at the orders that we have on the books with Zoom, and by the way, we do have a sell order hit on Virgin Galactic. We're selling all of it if the price hits $7.40. We did put that in as well. So we have our buy order if it hits $3.55, but we also have a sell order if it hits $7.40. But if we look at Zoom, you're going to see that we have a buy order if it hits how much, Gerrick?
We have a buy order if it hits
$62.70.
Yeah, and we have a sell order if it hits $92.
If it hits $92, correct. So we're going to buy another $9 worth because that's what we started out with in the stock. We're buying it in $9 increments. If it does come down and hit $62.70, we're buying another $9 worth. And if it goes up to $92, we're actually selling what we have. And if we look at Zoom here, let's just take a look at Zoom. Zoom's looking really nice. It's up 4.33% for the week. That's pretty good. And if we look at Zoom, see how it's getting ready to break out? See how it's kind of making a squiggly line? See how it's making a squiggly line up? It's making this squiggly line up.
Yeah.
And once it breaks this $71.70, once it breaks the top of this spike, we should really see Zoom fly. Now it may get caught up and it may come back down first, or it may just shoot right up out of the gate where it is right now. But if we look at where it could come to if it comes down, come here and look at this, Gerrick. If we look at where this could come to if it comes down, we have a buy set at $62.70. Why? Because if we look at this notch right down here, see this notch right down here at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a notch right here at $63.33. But you also have this little notch down here at $62.63. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to buy more if it comes down to $62.70, just a little above that little notch that we see right down there, that little spike down there. We're going to buy more at $62.70. But if it goes up, it looks like it could go all the way up. See this valley or this spike down? It hasn't came back up and touched it yet. You see how it hasn't came back up and touched it? We're looking for it to come back up and touch this spike. So in order for that to happen, it needs to go to at least $97.35. Now what we did, for the sake of being on the safe side, we went ahead and we lowered it just a little below that. We actually said, okay, we can live with selling it at $92. We're still making a really good profit. So we set our sell order at $92, but there's a good chance that this will come back up to $97 once it breaks out and it makes that run. So we're going to hold on to Zoom. Just to recap, we have Zoom set to buy what we started with, our original amount in the trade. So we have it set to buy another $9 since that's what we started with. If it comes down to $62.70, and we have it set to sell all of it if it goes up to $92. What's the next one that we have? Let's take a look.
Purple Innovation.
Purple Innovation. Go ahead and click it. Purple Innovation. And what's Purple Innovation do?
They make purple cushions and stuff and side stuff and make it comfy, like in beds and
Correct.
And other stuff.
They do mattresses, right?
Yeah.
They have a really unique material. It's a purple color.
Yeah.
And it's something that's exclusive to them, but they're gaining a lot of traction. And there's a lot of people who are using these purple mattresses that are really ranting and raving about them. So we think that there's room for a lot of growth with Purple Innovation. They came out, they had their excitement, and then of course they went through their phase where they were building, and now they've came all the way back down. You go through that business building phase and those growing pains. Now they've came all the way back down to the bottom. And this certainly looks really, really good. If we look, we have how much in the trade?
We have $10.80 invested.
We have $10.80 invested.
And we're minus 51 cents.
51 cents. So we're down 4.72% in the trade currently, and that's fine. A lot of times when you come into a trade, it's going to go against you first. It's going to go down. But that's why you manage your risk and you manage the ride along the way. So if we look at Purple Innovation, we look at the orders that we have on the books. We have one order.
And we have one buy order. If it hits $2.40, we're gonna get $10.80.
Correct. So since we started with $10.80 in this trade, that was our entry point. If it comes down to $2.40, we're looking to buy another $10.80 worth of purple. So let's go back out and let's take a look at purple again. If we look at purple, this looks so good. I mean, when this goes back up, this could easily go back up here to around, you know, $15 to $18 pretty easily. We could see this come to $15 to $18. It's at less than $3 right now. But where I think it could go on its next significant run, we could see it come up here pretty easily, probably to around $5.51. Okay, $5.08, right here at the bottom of this spike. Do you see how nothing has came back up and hit that yet? You don't see any of these other peaks. See how this peak right here has hit this valley over here? There's nothing that's hit this little spike down yet, this valley here. There's nothing that's came back up and hit it. So certainly around $5 looks to be a good sell point, but we could actually see this even go much higher than that. I mean, we could see this come up to $9 here pretty easily as well. See this little spike down and nothing's came back up to it. So we could even see this shoot up out of there and go all the way up to around $9, you know, pretty quickly once it gets going. So we're just kind of looking for the bottom of purple. We're managing our risk. But if we look at where our buy order is, see this little notch right down here on the year chart, right here. I have to even move my cursor to the side, but just this little peak right there. You see it at the very bottom? What is that? How much is that?
$2. $2.32.
$2.32. So we put our buy order just a little above there. We have our buy order at $2.40, and that certainly still looks to be a good buy order. We're just going to leave purple alone. We're going to let it do its thing. If it wants to break out and go back up into profit for us, it can do that. If it wants to come down some more and hit our next buy order, it can do that too. We don't really care. We're managing our ride along the way so that we can win with it in the end. So we're just going to let it do its thing. We came into the trade, and now we have a buy order that we've also placed down there at $2.40. So that's Purple Innovation. Looks good. What's the next one we have?
Our last one is Roblox.
Roblox. The last trade that we have of our current trades is Roblox. And in Roblox, we have how much in it?
We have $9 invested and 31 cents.
Gain.
Yeah, that's how much up it is.
We're up 3.44% on Roblox. You know, I was tempted to close this the other day because this is the one that we've been poking with a stick. It's just kind of sat there, and we kept poking it with a stick, telling it to do something. But I actually think Roblox could possibly move up a little bit higher than even where it went this week. So if we look at where it went this week, it went all the way up here to $42.71. It went all the way up there. You know, I think we could see Roblox go up. I'll show you where. See this little notch right here, this little spike down right here? I think we could see this come to around $45. Okay? I think there's a possibility we see this come to around 45 bucks. If it does that, we'll probably go ahead and sell there. Right now, we have a buy and a sell order on Roblox. Let's look at where those are. Right now on Roblox, we have a buy order if the price hits how much?
If it hits $30,
we're going to buy another $9 worth. So we have it set to buy. If it comes down to $30, we're buying another $9 worth because that's what we started out with in the trade. We started out with 9% of our balance at the time. We also have a sell order on Roblox if it hits how much?
$60.
So we have a sell order where we're going to sell all of it if it hits $60. Now, chances are we're probably going to sell Roblox before it hits $60. And that's why it's a good idea to make sure that you join our Facebook group called Trading with G. And in the description of this video, there is a link to our Facebook group. And so you can follow along with all the moves we make. A lot of times we'll cancel a buy order or a sell order. We'll cancel it early and we'll just go ahead and buy it, or we'll go ahead and sell it. But if Roblox does fly up out of there and does go to $60, at least we have it covered. We're going to sell it there, and we'll make a really good gain if that happens. And sometimes that does happen on stocks. If we look at Roblox, see this little spike up here? See this spike up here? Right here? The spike down? Nothing has came back and hit it. Also, all these over here, nothing has came back and hit these. So we're looking, that's around $60, that spike. We went ahead and set our sell price for $60 because if this does happen to break out of there, we could very well see this go to around $60. We also have a buy order set for $30. And let me show you where I'm seeing that at, Gerrick. If you look all the way back down here, you see this little notch in the chart? You see a notch down here at around $28. And then you see these little two notches over here going up. I'm looking at the top of this notch right here. You see the top of that notch? That's $29.98. So if it comes down, that's about $30. If it comes down to $30, we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy more. We're going to buy another $9 worth because that's what we started with when we bought the trade. That was our entry point, was $9 worth of Roblox. So we're going to buy another $9 if it comes to $30. And if it goes up here to $60, we're going to sell all of it. Okay? So that's Roblox. So what do you say we go buy some new stocks?
The stocks we already have.
How about we go buy some new ones? I got a few of them up my sleeve. You want to know what they are?
Direct the runway and you.
Well, we'll look at those here in a second, but there's some other stocks that I've been tracking. One thing that I like to do is, I like to buy stuff that's down. And so if you go up here to stocks, you can actually hit this performance tab and we can say, okay, show us all the stocks on here that have fell more than 10% in a week. And if we put those parameters in, I'll show you. In a week, and we hit apply, it's going to give us all these stocks that have fell over 10% in a week. Things that are on the way down are things that are good to look to buy. Things that are on the way up are things that are good to look to sell. So in the midst of doing all this, Gerrick, I found a couple of stocks that I think look really, really good. Okay. One of them is Mersana Therapeutics. Okay. They're what's called a healthcare stock. You know what healthcare is? When we go to the hospital, or we go to the doctor, or we go get medicine, or any of that?
Maggie goes there?
Yeah, Maggie goes there a lot. That's healthcare. Okay. There is a lot of money in healthcare. In fact, there's more money in healthcare than there is in anything else. Why? Because healthcare, we have to have healthcare to live, right? When we get sick, we've got to go get treated just so that we can live our life. If we don't, then we die. So of course, people are going to spend a lot of money on healthcare. They get sick, they have to go get medicine, or they have to go to the hospital, or they have to have surgery. So healthcare stocks are always, going to be in demand. No matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the market, people are still going to pay for healthcare, because if they don't, they're just going to die, right? So let's go look at Mersana Therapeutics. You know what I like about this? It fell 60% this week. Do you know why it fell 60% this week? If we go look, let's read a little bit about Mersana and what they do. How about that?
Mhm.
You gonna read this to me?
Uh,
Or you want me to read it? I can read it fast. You want me to read it?
yeah.
Mersana is a biopharmaceutical company specializing in the discovery and development of antibody drug conjugate ADC therapies to treat patients fighting cancer. So they're looking for drugs that fight cancer. Leveraging decades of industry learnings, we have developed proprietary and highly differentiated ADC platforms and expertise to rapidly design and test novel ADCs and identify those with optimal efficacy, safety, and tolerability. Using this strategy, we are building a robust pipeline of ADC candidates with the potential to make a life-changing difference for people living with cancer. So you know what they do? They're researching cures for cancer. Now, if we look at the reason that their stock fell, look at the news article. What's it say?
Says U.S.
FDA
FDA helps the
enrollment
in Mersana's cancer drug studies shares drop.
US FDA. You know who the FDA is? It stands for the Food and Drug Administration. They are the ones that approve medicine. So they're working on this medicine that they're trying to get approved. And it says US FDA halts enrollment in Mersana's cancer drug studies and their shares drop. And if you can read a little bit about it, it said that they had paused enrollment in 2 studies of its ovarian cancer drug after 5 deaths in bleeding related events, sending shares of the company tumbling. Okay? Now, you'd say that's bad news, right? That's not the greatest news. However, life is about overcoming obstacles. So good companies know how to overcome obstacles. You know, maybe they tweak just one little thing in their treatment and their drug that they're developing to treat cancer patients, and now all of a sudden the study's back on. They find out, you know, uh, what the problem was, and their stock goes right back up. But beans, they're down 60% in a week. That's pretty incredible. It looks like they're a pretty good buy. Let's go look at their chart just to take a look at it and see what it's looking like. So if we look at the all chart, they came out in 2017. And if we look, you know, a lot of times a stock will fall about 4 times from its opening price. So if they fell 4 times, they would come down to around $3. And if we look at a point in their life, they came down below $3 in the life cycle of their company. So they can come down to what we consider possibly the bottom. But if we look at this, do you see right here on the year chart? Do you see this little peak here? See this little peak here at $4.48? It's at $3.47. See how it's blown past that peak? At any point, this could come back up. In fact, if they had some positive news, let's say very quickly, it could easily come back up right up here to the bottom of this notch right here. Okay. It could easily come back up here to $7.44. But you know, we're not necessarily looking for that big of a gain. We're just looking to make maybe 10% on the trade. So if we look, it looks like they come back up. If they fall more, they could come down all the way over here. See this little notch right here? Gerrick, see this little notch over here? Come look.
Yeah.
Right there at around $1.85.
Mhm.
It's possible they could come down there, but at any point in time, they have fell so much in the past week that we could see this shoot back up, or at least shoot back up a decent little percentage. You know, it could easily come back up here to around $3.70, and it's at $3.47 right now. So if it came all the way back up here to around $3.70, that's about a 10% gain. You know, we're looking good. We're looking good to start scaling into this because they have came down so much. So let's go ahead and buy this stock, Gerrick.
Mhm.
Now we need to figure out what we're going to buy, how much we're going to buy. We need to look at your available balance. So if we look at your available balance, let's see what we're going to risk. How much do you have in your Cash App?
89.
89 plus what's on your buy orders. Okay. This is money that we have accessible to us. Yes, we have it on buy orders, but we can cancel those at any time. So if we look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buy orders at $9. Okay. So what's 9 times 5?
45.
45. Plus we have another buy for $10.80. So that's $55.80. So $55.80 plus your 89 here. How much do we have?
144.8.
$144.80. Let's take 9% of that. Take that times 9%, 0.09. What's that equal?
$13,000.
$13.03. Okay, so let's just call that $13. How about that? Let's go ahead and buy $13 of Mersana. So go ahead and hit buy. You click the 3 dots, put in 13. And we're just going to buy this first thing Tuesday morning. Monday is a holiday in the US. It is Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to everyone. And when the market opens back up on Tuesday, it's going to go ahead and buy Mersana. So go ahead and hit next. Just put, that's fine. Hit next. And go ahead and hit schedule. And if we look right here, it looks like the estimated price is going to be, the approximate price is $3.46 that we're going to buy it for. If we look at what it's at right now, Mersana is at $3.47. So if we get it at $3.46, we're actually going to get it a little lower than where it is now. We're going to get it at a penny lower than where it is now. So we're going to set Mersana to buy Tuesday morning. The other thing I was looking at when I was looking at all these stocks that have fell 10% or more in the past week, I found another healthcare stock, and it's called 270 Bio. 270 Bio. Let's take a look at 270 Bio, Gerrick. Let's read about what they do. What's 270 Bio do?
270 Bio Inc. is a cell and gene therapy company focused on the research, development, and
commercialization
of transformative treatments for cancer.
Correct. 270 Bio is a cell and gene therapy company focused on the research, development, and commercialization of transformative treatments for cancer. Man, that's a lot to say. So they're also working on treatments for cancer as well. Okay. So let's come up here and let's look at 270 Bio. And I looked at this stock and I'm really liking it. Look at the all chart. See how it came out in 2021?
Mhm.
And it came out around $42. And remember, what did I say when they first come out? A lot of times they'll come how much lower?
Well,
4 times lower, right? So 4 times lower than $40 would be around $10, right? Well, look where they came to at their lowest point. They came just a little lower than $10. And they're about at $10 right now, if we look at them. They're at $10.21. Do you see that, Gerrick?
mhm.
$10.21. I want to actually take a look at this one on my computer. I'm going to show you this. So let me share my screen. So we're going to look at 270 Bio. 270 Bio right here. Let's launch this chart and let's take a look at it. This just shows us a lot more data. If we look right here, man, there's a huge gap. Do you see this gap right here? Typically gaps get filled. When you see a gap like this, it'll eventually come back up and fill the gap. Almost always. But let's look at this on a day chart. Okay, let's look at this on a longer time frame chart. Every one of these candlesticks represents one day. So that's a lot of data. That's what's called a long-term chart. And if we look here, you're going to see a few different things. Do you see these descending peaks? You have a peak right here, you have a peak right here, and you have a peak right here. Okay. Do you see how you have these 3 descending peaks and they're all equally distanced apart?
Mhm.
A lot of times when you see that, if it holds, if it comes back down here and it can hit any of this point and it holds and it turns back up to the upside, you have to go higher than at least the second descending peak. So you'll see this go higher, at least higher than this second descending peak. Okay. You also see a point up here where we see this valley and it hasn't came back and hit it yet. And that's all the way up here around $25, $26. It's at $10 now. So this looks really good. You know, it's came back down. If we look at this on the day chart, see how it's came back down and it's hitting this peak? We can hit this peak, or it could come back all the way back down and hit this red candlestick down here. Okay. Anywhere in here, this could hit and bounce back up.
Mhm.
So beans that we're currently hitting this peak in between these 2 peaks right now, this looks really good to go back up. Also, you see that general consensus wave? You see this drive up, a drive down here, a second drive up. The second drive would be lower than the first drive. So it would come lower. And it's doing that right now. So this looks like a really good trade that could break out very, very soon. So let's go ahead and let's buy some for now. And if this does come lower, we may decide to buy some more as well. But, you know, that's a good reason to go ahead and follow and join our Facebook group. Because if it comes down and then it comes down more and we end up buying it during the week, you're going to be able to get that move when we make it if you're a member of Trading with G. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy. We're going to buy with 9% of our available balance. We know that's about what, $13 right now, right?
Mhm.
So let's go ahead and buy $13 worth of 270 Bio. Go ahead and click buy. Nope, we don't need to change the order
Oh
type.
yeah,
We're just going to buy it Tuesday morning when the market's open.
I put 13.
13, all right. It says it's going to buy. The estimated buy price is, let's take a look. The estimated buy price is $10.22. And if we look at where it is right now, it's at $10.21. So we're going to buy it right about where it is now. That's a good thing. And we're going to buy some 270 bio. The last stocks that I'm looking to buy, guess what? You know what they are?
U-Power.
U-Power. Now, we own these and we sold them. By the way, the one thing that we do want to do, if we come in here, we still have some orders open for buy orders for Restaurant Brands International. Let's go ahead and cancel those because we got out of that stock. Okay. Cancel our buy orders. We don't need to be in them anymore. We already got out of Restaurant Brands International. So we're going to come here and we are going to, we're going to buy more U-Power. Remember, we made a lot of money on U-Power.
We went to 64.18.
Remember when it spiked all the way up here? We did really well.
Yeah, it went a lot of way up. It went farther than all the others. Went even farther than like Virgin Galactic. It went to $64.18.
It went way up there. Yeah, it went way up there.
It kept on going up.
It did. And remember, I said this will probably come back down to around $5. You remember that?
No.
Look at where it is now. It's at $5.84. And if we look at this year chart, you see these peaks up here?
Mm-hmm.
So it could come back to 704. Well, it's already done that. It could come back to 679. It's already done that. And it could come back to $4.80. Well, it hasn't done that yet, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and start scaling in because it may go back up here. And if it falls down there to $4.80, we can always buy more. So let's go ahead and buy some more U-Power. Go ahead and click buy. We're going to buy $13 when the market opens on Tuesday. All right, let's take a look at it. Make sure that it put our orders in there.
Yeah, I see it.
In there. And we see U-Power. And it says that it's going to buy it for around $5.83. But if we look over here, it's currently at $5.84. So we're going to get it right about where it is now. That looks good. We're going to get back into U-Power. And these are stocks, guys. Once you sell stocks, it'll keep them in your list of stocks that you're following. So you can kind of keep an eye on them after you've been in them once. You can keep an eye on how they're doing from time to time and see if there's any good buys in there. The last thing I want to look at, the last thing I want to set a buy price for. We sold this stock and we think that it could go much higher. We think Ford Motor Company could go to $18.
And we think U-Power can go higher than its money. It can go higher than it was. Do the same thing.
We hope so. We hope U-Power can go back up there. Even if U-Power doesn't go higher than it did before, we're still fine. We're still going to make money on it. Even if it goes up 10, 20%, that's okay.
Even if it goes up to 100, it's like past like that. It was about past half of it. Even if it went up to 100, we could have got lots of money on that if we sold that.
Correct. But you know what? We're looking for Ford to go up here to around $18, remember? And it's at $13.78 now. But if we look, see how it came back and hit the bottom of this spike right here at around $14.60? See how it came up and hit that? That's where we had our sell order. And then once we saw it filled our sell order, we went ahead and sold the rest. There's a decent chance we could see Ford come all the way back down here and hit the top of this spike. You see this? Hit the top of this peak. So if it comes back down here and hits the top of this peak, we want to scale back in. We want to buy some more there. And that's around $12.87. So let's say if this comes down to, why don't we put our order at $13? How about that? Let's say 13.05. Let's put a little higher then. Change order type. And
13.
Let's go down to 13.05.
13.05.
Yeah, we do want to set this because we do want to scale back into this if it comes down.
Oh, I think that could have gone there. Okay. It's almost still line.
13.05. Hit set. And remember what we're entering trades within right now? It was 9% of your available balance, which is
13.
That would be $13, right? So 9% of your balance, your available balance, we're going to enter in with $13. So if the price hits $13.05,
oh no,
you've hit the buy limit set by your sponsor. Hold on.
Could I do it?
Parental controls. Let's try it again. I just raised the buy limit. You can you can purchase. See, you're making money. So let's go ahead and try buying it again. Let's change the order type.
And it was 13.05.
13.05. Right there. In fact, you can go a little lower if you want. Let's go. Are you just want to do it? Okay, 13.05.
Because we already did it.
$13. So $13 worth. Next. 90 days. We can always cancel that out. And boom. So if the price of Ford hits $13.05, we're going to buy another $13 worth of Ford if it comes back down there. Let's hope it does. It'd be really nice to pick it back up and then see it go up to $18, wouldn't it? So we're looking really good. We've got buy set on Ford, Virgin Galactic, Purple, Zoom, Roblox, and we also have some sales set on those as well. And I'll go ahead and just let you take a look at my screen here.
We have a sell for Virgin Galactic. We have a sell for Roblox. We have a sell for Zoom for video communications. That's
exactly. And those are what we have right now. And then we're buying Tuesday morning. What are we buying?
Tuesday morning, we're gonna buy U-Power, 270 Bio,
and Mersana Therapeutics.
Yeah.
And what's 270 Bio on Mersana Therapeutics? What sector are they in?
They're in like cancer.
Healthcare.
Yeah, but they do cancer.
But they do cancer treatments. You're right. So I think they're pretty good ones to invest in. We certainly looked good this past week. We made some really good profits.
Go back to Ford Motor.
Yeah.
We've been seeing this dribble basketball a lot.
We have. So we've seen this dribble down. There's a good chance that this comes back down, bounces off either this peak, maybe this peak over here, and then goes back up to around that $18 mark that we're looking for it to possibly go. So we're looking good in it. So we made some good profits this week, Gerrick. We just set some more up to buy. I will tell you this, I do think we're getting ready to hit what's called a bear market. Do you know what a bear market is? A bear market is where the market goes down. You know what they call it when the market goes up? They call it a bull market. So a bear market is down. A bull market is when it goes up. So I do think we're getting ready to hit a bear market here soon. So it's really going to be about managing our risk and really looking to take our shots to be able to make that profit. let's hope let's hope that Virgin Galactic, Zoom, Purple, and Roblox continue to rise, and that our new stocks that we're setting up, we get a good gain off of eventually. But I think that that's a wrap, Gerrick. What do you think?
It is.
So with that being a wrap, I think we're looking to make some really good money on our stocks. What do you think?
We are.
You've done rather quite well. How much have you done on your stocks? You've done, in a matter of over 2 months, you've done almost 30%, right? 30% in almost 2 months on your entire balance. It's pretty phenomenal. You're doing a really good job. Actually, an excellent job. Kids, if you've been trading along with us, go show your parents what your account has performed over the past few weeks. They will be shocked. They will be floored with what you've done. But with that, I want to remind you to
smash that like button
and subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button, subscribe to our channel. Guys, we cannot thank you enough. It helps us out immensely. Share out our video, share it to people that you know. And with that, this is Dwayne
and Gerrick
reminding you, manage the ride
and you will master the tide.
And you will master the tide. Manage the ride and you will master the tide. You may not always know which way something is going to go, but if we look to manage the ride and make the right decisions in both the market and life, we can eventually win in the end. And that's what it's all about. Managing that ride, managing that journey so that we can master the tide in the end, so that we can win in the end. Guys, we'll see you next week. Bye for now.